question, everybody. Who here does what they do to make money? Raise your hand. Really? Okay, who here does this to provide for their family? Raise your hand. Who does this? Who does what they do to enhance people's lives? Raise your hand. Now, which one sounds better, to make money or to enhance people's lives and bless their family? Anyone? Why else do we do what we do? Raise anybody? Anybody? What's that? You passionate to love it? Great, yes. So just really quick before I get started, I have to tell everybody, who's heard of the Landmark Forum? Who's done the Landmark Forum? Keep your hands up. Awesome. Okay. So I did that about 14 years ago. I just finished it this weekend. Awesome. So if you don't know what Landmark Forum is, I'll tell you really quickly. It is a whole conversation for like 40 hours solid, like 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., 3 days in a row, of just being, how you are being. And it's an interesting conversation. It's basically a chance for you to like take 3 days and step out of your life and just look at your life, who takes the time to do that? Christina, okay, 2 or 3 of us, right? But when you do, actually, you get some insights, and the course is really, really amazing. I could share some of the things I got out of it, but basically the big gist of it is I call it the big vacuum cleaner. Because all the things that are going on in your head all the time that tell you should do this, or this or that, oh, look at that person's clothes, or I think this is better than that, and all the things that are going on all the time, sometimes when you have conversations with people, you don't even hear what they're saying. You're hearing what your brain is telling you they're saying, and you're responding to what your interpretation of what they're saying is, right? Have you ever done the telephone thing when you're a kid where you whisper somebody something and you pass it on to somebody and you go on like 10 people down, and whatever the first person said, has anybody done that before?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the last person comes out and he says something that has nothing to do with anything that was said the first time? That's all part of what's going on up here, right? So anyway, I just wanted to really quickly, if you're interested and if you have time this evening at 7 p.m., I'd like to invite all of you to come down and see. We're doing our last 3 hours. It's at 7 p.m. in Culver City, 200 Corporate Point. Who all be interested in checking it out? Anyone? Christina? Awesome. Come on down if you have time. It's really amazing. You'll hear some amazing stories. I can't even, it's all confidential, but the stories that people shared and the transformations that happen, people that are stuck in stories in their head like their entire lives, all of a sudden they're like gone, and all of a sudden there's this big open clearing. For me, I don't know if you can tell any difference for me from 2 weeks ago, but my head is an open space, like ready for whatever else wants to come forward, which is just makes life so much nicer. Anyway, I'm going to go through this really quick, talk to you a little about, life is short, don't take it too seriously. Couple pictures of me. Yes, I play volleyball. Yes, I play softball. I surf. Actually, I'm in a couple bands. I love going to concerts. I love creating music. My goal would be to basically play music that everyone's going to enjoy and enhance people's lives through it. It's a big passion of mine. I've been doing it since I was a little kid. But what I do is real estate. Here's some photos. 4th of July. We just put some flags up in the neighborhoods, and I love doing that every year. I don't know how many get flags in their neighborhoods, and they go out and 4th of July, all of a sudden the whole neighborhood's plastered with flags, a little card. Your local realtor says thank you, happy 4th, right? But it's really great when people call me up and go, hey, I just want to call you. I lived here. I'm the original homeowner. I bought this home in 1952, and I think it's really great to put the flags up. Thank you so much for doing that. It makes it all worthwhile, right? And actually, you get business from it too, which is also a nice side effect. So after 5 years of being with the company that's kind of dissolving right now, it's called Shore Realtors, I moved to Keller Williams, which is an international company, and it's kind of nice that they're everywhere. I've always kind of looked at it as kind of like a startup, good place for new agents, but I've been in the business long enough that I just kind of run my business. There's a lot of new agents there too. It's a great place for me to build a new team. That's kind of what's happening. I have a partner, that's Linda Hayashi up there. She and I are partnering on Playa Vista. We do Silicon Beach. We just finished closing a listing that she sold for $850,000. It's so great. Who likes Playa Vista? Who's been there? It's an amazing community. You basically roll out of bed. You've got coffee on your left. You've got a grocery store on your right. You've got yogurt like a block away. A big, huge park right there. It's like, what more do you need? You just, oh, you want to go to a yoga class? It's right over there, and there's the bank. I mean, just love it. I personally live in Manhattan Beach, but I do business everywhere. I'm very grateful for this group. Everyone here has been wonderful. There's people I love and people I just like. But everybody's great. Just keeping it real. No, I love everybody here. But I've gotten some great business through this, and being in real estate, it's not like you guys don't come to me like, hey, I got 5 people that want to sell their house today. Like, I don't get a lot of tips, but that's okay. I haven't gotten one tip that's turned into a lead or generated me income this year, but I'll show you some of the homes that I've listed through people in this group in the past. Let's see what we got here. So a little bit just talking about my business, how I run my business, who I am, and why you would want to recommend someone to me. Service is my main thing. If I'm not serving my client, if they're not satisfied, if I'm not in communication with them, what's the point? There's no reason, if someone's trying to get a hold of me to see a property, or if they're trying to work out some issue they have, it's really important that you're there. There's always issues that come up, and we're there. I have a great team of people that help resolve everything and can handle everything at the same time. Integrity, this last weekend was great to talk about that. Just being true to your word, and don't overextend yourself, don't overpromise, over-deliver. And experience, been doing this 12 years. I'm not new to the business. We pretty much know what to do to get the job done. A couple homes that we sold in the past. This is Pacific Club in Playa del Rey. It is basically once every week that you'll see this building without 50 cars parked out in the front of the street. A little bit of sunset. I'd love to sell real estate like this, but unfortunately not everybody. How many people originally from California? Raise your hand. Originally from LA. How many people moved here from some other state, some other city?
Some other
country. That's me too. For everyone who moved here, where do you really want to go when you move to California?
The beach.
The beach, right? I'm going to go to California. I want to live at the beach. I got people, I remember years ago, this guy called me, hi, I'm a retiring professor from New Mexico. I want to buy a place in Santa Monica with an ocean view, like right there on the beach. I want to spend about $300,000. And I'm like, that's great. We all do. And he just didn't get that, there's a reason why everything is way more. You can go, the home that you own and live in today, you could move it to another part of the country and pay maybe 1/5 of the price for that same home. Why is that?
Location,
right? Los Angeles is a huge job market, a huge place for opportunity. The land is very, very valuable. Living here, people who come out here from small cities, they come here for opportunity. They're either, going to produce movies, or they're going to become attorneys, or they're going to do whatever we do, right? So, quick question: why would you use Ian.rusnell to sell your home?
Because you're amazing.
Because you're awesome.
I'm awesome, amazing, thank you. That's great. I appreciate that. There's a lot of things. It's just my commitment to my client. So when someone talks to me about wanting to business with me, I interview them as much as they interview me. If I find out that their goals and their desires and their attitude are not in line with what I think can serve them the best, I pass on them. And I've had that in the past. I had someone just last week saying, okay, we'd like to make an offer on this, and thank you. I'd like to make an offer on this, but by the way, we're a little short on money, so we'd like you to give up a point of your money. I'm like, but this is what I do for a living, so I won't do that. I said, will you give me your money? She goes, no. But she didn't understand that I wouldn't give her my money. I'm like, you know what? If you need to save money, I can negotiate the money you need to save. And actually, I did. Some people see that, some people don't, and it's okay. This is one home that I sold last year. If anybody remember a great guy named Peter Valley, this is his parents' final home that they sold for just under $5 million last year. This is the home Playa Vista. This is a beautiful, just a very inexpensive $5 million home. 5 houses from the ocean. So what do I do? What makes me good about selling homes? Marketing, networking. I know I've talked and networked with almost every, shaken hands, broken bread, sat down with some of the top agents across the United States and throughout Los Angeles. That's a big difference. People call you and say, oh, hi Ian, this is your offer? We'll look at yours. This so-and-so I've never heard of, they get second pick. Photography, you know, even if the home isn't fantastic, sometimes we have amazing photographers that can make things look amazing. This is a $500,000 home. People come through that, they see that online, they immediately want to come and see it because they love the photos. It's all kinds of little things that I can't get into all in detail. Bottom line is, this is why you choose me to sell your home. I maximize your returns, I'm a great negotiator, and you end up with big piles of money versus change. I don't leave any money on the table. Buy your home with me, you'll get this versus this, or this. If you're investing or doing 1031 exchanges, talking about that as well. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Ian. Thank you very much. Ian, what is the thing that we should be listening for? What should we be listening for that tells us that someone is a good tip for you?
There's so many things. Could be our kids going away to college. We don't need our big home. Our kids are going to high school. They're too big. We don't have enough room in our home. Great referrals for me are CPAs, attorneys, estate attorneys, divorce attorneys, mortgage brokers.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Ian. Turn the meeting back over to